Good morning, South Florida.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Grab your coffee as we brew up the talk of the day.
From the latest scoop around town
to feel-good stories and messages of hope.
A few jokes and live calling.
Highlighting local businesses.
Discussing hot trends and news stories.
A dash of feel-good nostalgia.
I love those morning cartoons.
Keeping up with upcoming events.
Sometimes trying and delicious foods.
Weekly horoscope updates.
An occasional flying duck.
Some sparkle dust.
Don't forget my bell.
And my wand.
With our brew crew laughing on set.
So grab your coffee, your bagel, donut, or any breakfast as we get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
And don't leave us hanging. Here is a follow. Comment live or call right into the show at 888-994-4995 Studio B.
Whether it's a tip of the day or just to say good morning, we'd love to hear from you.
From Amp Media Production Studio, it's
the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Dawn, where's the snooze button?
Freddie, it's time to get up. We got a show to do. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Hang tight, guys. Pressing the snooze one more time.
And it's time to do a show.
Morning time, snooze button.
Welcome to the Shrinkageville. To all of you out there in smallest, you know, they always say a good thing comes in small packages.
I like it. I like this little set.
Oh, you ain't kidding. This is like a dollhouse set.
I love this.
Like everything.
Don't you feel like cozy, like you're sitting like in your
kitchen? I'm crooked. Look, I'm leaning to the left.
That's because it's the appendages you were telling me about.
Appendages are in the way. Thank you.
I never realized it. Happy Monday, everyone. Welcome to the morning show. We got the crew in the house. We're getting a little comfy, sitting on the couch, having a little bit.
This is too comfy. I think I'm going to end up sleeping. If I snore, just wake me up.
Do you always sit back? I'm wondering, do men always deal with it, Freddie?
Nate, you know what they say about payback?
Maybe I'll sit back. Maybe I'll sit back and see how it feels back here.
Now, don't sit back, because now you're going to shrink even more. We're back to the same problem.
Why? What kind of problem is this?
You said that you were too small on the set, so they shrunk this set.
They made the set my size. I love this set.
I got to be careful when I move my legs, because I'm probably going to take half of it out.
That is true. I think Nate did a great job on this set, though. I love this. Someone else just came in with, oh my gosh, Sarge is here. You knew she was coming? Wow.
Yes, I did.
What a nice surprise that is.
Yes, it is.
Very nice. Anyway,
happy
Monday.
To tell you.
I was going to say, I don't think she told me.
I told her not to surprise you.
Nice.
But she's supposed to come in quietly.
Boy, she came in quietly and she's talking to Nathan.
Sarge, come here. You know,
Welcome back.
When I tell you the surprise, Dawn, it's don't come in here. Come here, sit over here. Come to the little set. Bring a microphone with you.
We haven't seen Sarge in like months. Months. Helga is back.
Make sure it's on. What number is it?
Hi, guys.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
These are all new people.
This is Helga, a.k.a. Sarge.
Nice to meet you, Sarge.
What number is that, Sarge?
This is Joseph and Blackbeard.
Nice to meet you, guys.
Encyclopedia and Blackbeard. Make sure this is on.
Oh, it should. Yeah,
it's on.
And there's Nate. You glad Sarge is back?
Who? Do you know Sarge? You never met Sarge.
Yes, he has.
No, he hasn't.
He's like, who's that? I know, it's been a couple months. How you been?
Yeah, everything's good now. It's good. I had some tough time, but I handle everything with a smile, and I'm back, and I'm super happy. You have no idea.
I don't think we've seen you since before the competition.
No,
you got more room. You got more room.
Oh, you came once.
Yeah,
he was away. You were away.
He was in Chicago. Yeah.
Oh, you came when I was in Chicago and nobody told me?
Yes.
I don't know.
What is wrong with you?
You were in Chicago.
But you didn't tell me.
She came once. She was helping us put the light commercial together.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
A long time ago. She was in a zone, and then we haven't seen her again.
So what happened with the contest? Nobody tells me anything.
We don't know what happened. We were waiting for Sarge to come in.
So.
Hold up your mic.
So.
Look over there. Welcome to the little set. This is for the little set of little people. Matter of fact, you don't even fit on the set. That's how small it is.
Yeah. When we just walked, I was like, "Where's everybody?"
Well, that's a preset.
Well, there's a hole in there, so we can't go in there.
Okay.
And Dawn doesn't fit on the other set, so she needed a little set. So this guy shrunk me down to like a Smurf. You're bigger than the whole set. How you like that?
You're in Smurf Village now, Sarge.
You're like a giant among small.
I miss you guys. I miss you a lot.
Welcome to Smurfville.
Why do you cover your face when you laugh?
You're crazy.
I'm crazy. Look how tall she is. I like looking up at my co-host.
I love this set. I think it's nice and cozy. I
You
think
do this set
No, I
again,
like
I
that
want
too.
arthritis medication. My knees are giving out on me.
I gotta say.
I'm losing my legs here, there, Mr. Encyclopedia. Why
Nate,
didn't you
I
come up
think
with
this
a
set is
better
awesome.
formula?
Don't you love this? Isn't it nice and cozy, like a little nook?
I'm gonna get you a dollhouse to live in. Anyway, getting back
Take it
to
up with HR, he says.
take it up with HR. Well, who the hell's HR? Who's left? She's HR. So what happened with the contest?
Oh, nothing happened there. Like, one girl, she won the competition.
I'm
And
pretty sure of that.
yeah, so.
How did you do?
Oh, I did great. Yeah, that was amazing. And I'm back to reality now.
Thank you for sending us all the footage. You didn't send us no footage.
Well, the thing is, they prohibited us to take any footage.
Really?
Yes, and we still didn't receive their footage from the competition. And we're like, what, end of September? Yes, and
Is
I.
this a legitimate?
So that was so funny because they, first of all, they said there's going to be no footage, and they prohibited recording there on the stage. And my mom was she still recorded because they said no flash. So, but the footage is really
She
bad.
said no flash, so let me do this.
No, she did it without flash. And then I expected that they will provide us link to with the footage and everything. No, and we're still working on it. Like, okay.
So how was the experience?
It was very good.
You made a lot of friends.
Yes, it was like 43 girls. We all became friends. We're still in touch. We created a chat where we'll like share things, and we have Zoom once a month. We get in touch and discuss different platforms and how's everybody's doing. And yeah, it was very good experience. And
So was it worth it?
yes, absolutely. And I noticed like, talking to girls, some girls gonna come back next year, which
Are
is
you gonna go back next year?
no, I'm not. It was nice experience. It's just right now for me with kids, it's kind of really hard.
You brought your kids with you, right?
I took my kids with me, but that's the thing. I was all day from 9 o'clock. Well, actually, I was get up at 5 a.m. in the morning. I was all day from 9 till 7 p.m. I was like on stage, rehearsal, doing some stuff.
That's horrible.
And then I got home and I was taking care of kids, cooking for them for the next day and going to sleep at 2 o'clock in the morning, wake up at 5:15 because I needed to travel every day for
Who took
30
care of the
minutes.
kids?
My parents. My parents, they came with me, but it was really hard. Like every time I was coming back home, the kids was like just like swinging on me, like because they missed me
They
a lot.
missed you.
Yeah, and that was very stressful experience for them. That's why when we got back, I think they both got so sick, and yeah, and I just realized it's kind of not the best time for me to do anything crazy, and I
Even
got.
though you did it already.
Yeah, I did it. No, I did it, and it was good for me because I got out of like routine and staying home, not really being social. But now I just need to slow down and take care of my family because kids gonna grow up, and I can go back to work or my career anytime. But they're gonna grow up and leave, and I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. And my oldest one required his health required extra care, so that's why I really need to slow down on what I'm doing.
Excellent.
So,
Excellent.
Well,
So
we're glad to have you back.
oh my God,
If you're back.
Yeah, I'm super happy. Yeah, I dropped the school for this semester because
That's
it
what I
was.
was going to ask you about.
Yes, I dropped the school because it was really too much. So that's why I'm happy I'm here and with
School.
you guys.
Where you're away from reality for an hour or so.
Yeah, when I was there, I kind of decided like just shut like everything was going on at home, and I was just there, and I enjoyed that. And I really enjoyed production part because I really became friends with production team, and it was amazing. It was huge stage, big team, professionals. Some of them were from California some from New York, and it was really great experience.
Did you value what they offered as a production company and the
Yes.
production itself? So that you found there was value to it?
Yes, yes. And I really liked, and I really understand, like, sometimes simple stuff, like, I try to put myself on production team and be like, you know, and think how they think, and I realize that little things sometimes needs to be explained. Like in my head, it's a common sense, but for people, really little step by step needs to be explained for them to function as like perfect show, and that's when I look from the side. I'm like, oh my God, this is like very important, and it could take me years to understand how it works. But when I was part of something like great show, that was amazing, and I was like, wow, that's great experience for me. I really enjoyed every minute there. Yeah.
That's
Nice.
good. It's
Well,
a growing experience.
welcome back. How are the kids doing better now?
Yes. Thanks God, it's gonna be second week.
Good.
Everybody's at school, no issues at home, and yes, it's thanks God, yeah, everything's good. So I'm super happy.
Yeah. Well, this is Joseph. This is Darian, a.k.a. Encyclopedia and Blackbeard. This is Helga. We call her Sarge. And other than that, Freddie's sitting in the couch and having. Don't you feel more comfortable now?
Enjoying coffee.
Do you feel like you're in your living room, just having like a nice cup of coffee with the kids?
No.
No.
I could do that in a regular chair. I didn't know it was going to be kneeling down.
Freddie's always in a regular chair. Well, how was everyone's weekend? I know we went to a networking event yesterday.
Yeah.
We went to
I was shocked.
the Art of Networking, a brunch over at Boca Luna, which was great, with Kenny Magchop, at Florida Arts Network, Flow, a whole lot of great other organizations
We knew
supporting
half
it.
the room.
We were there. It was hot outside, I got to tell you, but a lot of great
Smoking.
networking. We were there for about an hour, a little over an hour, and then people were texting me. They were there until 2:30. I think it went until 3 o'clock.
Yeah, 3 o'clock, and there was a lot of friends there that we've known over the years. And I got to tell you, for a Sunday event at 11 o'clock, I was shocked. I said, man, there's a lot of people. Parking there was almost impossible because apparently
All those
my
restaurants.
co-host tells me, oh, nobody goes there on a Sunday.
I was thinking Boca Luna. I forgot about all the other restaurants that were open for brunch on a Sunday.
Oh my God, it was packed. I had to park all the way at the end there. And you were further even than me.
That was further than you.
But it was a good event. You know, congratulations to Kenny and a lot of people that were. Mama Ali was there, a lot of people that we've known in the past. It just, you know, it's really funny. You asked her an interesting question because in our profession, unless 100,000 people show up or 40,000 people show up, they don't understand the significance of what it takes to do a production. You know, people think that you show up here and they see a show that it just happens. You know, you put a quarter in the slot, you hit a button, and everything happens. Or you hit buttons and it happens. And nobody looks at the preparation of it and how to make it work and the timing of it and how you try not to make people look how they really are. Short and small and not very bright. And a lot of cover-up comes in. It's like when a beautiful woman looks into a place, she takes all that stuff off, you go, where'd she go? So, but you're alluding to a very good point. You know, in our business, you're not appreciated. I don't think so, anyway, personally. No one is appreciated in this business because they don't understand the amount of work and dedication that it takes to do it. And when you put your family at the middle of this thing and you have to make some sacrifices in order to be at certain things, you know, people don't understand that. You know, people don't understand that you got to be there on a Sunday, that you got to do the production on a Sunday, that you got to always be smiling, no matter how uncomfortable the situation is.
Always.
Always.
Always have your entertainment face on.
Well, you know, and there's a lot of negotiations that happen on these deals. There's a lot of people's point of view and opinions. And if you think that people are always going to be in the best mood to give you the best of them, that doesn't happen either. Everybody's looking out to see how they can sweeten the deal.
But I bet you learned something.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first of all, I learned that, well, I knew that before, but at the show, I learned it's really hard to work with humans.
It's hard to work with humans as opposed to non-humans. Yeah.
And
No,
she was in the military.
Yeah, I was in the military.
It's
so-
hard to work with
surprising.
humans, guys.
It's
Yeah.
surprising for
Preaching to the
you
choir
say
there,
that.
Sarge.
No, it's just people is like
They don't do what
everybody.
you tell them to do.
Yeah, and they like, you got it. Yes, yes, I got it. Don't worry. And they do the stupid stuff again, and you're like, wow, really? It's just, I don't know, it's really hard. But I want to say that the production team, they were so kind and nice, but they were on point of every little step. And then, like, first of all, I was like, why he's explaining like little things? And then I was like, oh, got it. That's why. After the first rehearsal, everybody was doing like different stuff, even though they gave us like step-by-step explanations, and I was like, wow. So then again, they explain everything again, and again rehearsal, and I was like, wow, interesting.
And again.
Yeah, and they were telling me, wow, you're really good. How you do that? And they're like, you have experience in a pageant? I'm like, no, it's just common sense. I just listen and do what they want.
Yeah, because they're trying to get it to a level where it's muscle memory and it looks flawless. It's all about the look, especially pageants. They have to look perfect.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, you can't have a hair in the soup, as they say.
Yeah.
It's got to be perfect. I went to Panera yesterday to have something to eat.
Find a hair in your soup?
No, and the manager came over to the kid that was taking the order on the counter, and he took a donut out of a bag that was gushy. You know, donut, one of those pastries. He says, no, you never put the pastry in the bag. You put it with this white paper, you know, a little cellophane, and then that goes. But he took it out of the bag with his hand, put it in the cellophane, and put it back in the bag to serve it.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I said to him, that's not what you do. First of all, he's a teaching moment, and he shouldn't be doing it in front of me. But tell him to throw that thing away.
Yeah.
Just put his hands all over it. And so I understand what you're saying, because common sense ain't too common.
Yeah. So yeah, and in production, like I understand production team was very nice, and but they were in the point, like I said, and just like it's really hard to make a production, you know, keep the nice atmosphere, everybody like on the same level. It's really, really hard. It's like run the show. I'm gonna say it's really hard. It's
especially for a whole day, because people get tired.
Yeah.
Get cranky.
And
they get
motivation.
hungry,
And I really loved motivation, because we had somebody when we had a breaks, we had someone who talked to us, who entertained us, like, you know, made jokes. And I realized like, wow, even this part covered.
But how do you keep the momentum level? You know, production is all about momentum. It's about energy. It's about, I mean, you have to bring it up to a certain level. How do you keep that going for 9 hours? Doing rehearsals, ins, outs, floors, timing, sizing, and all that. How do you keep that whole thing going? How do you do that? How do you do that?
I don't think I've ever done it.
Welcome to Production 101. So you lived it, you saw it.
Yeah.
And it's funny because you went in not knowing, but maybe you realize you know a little bit more than you think.
Yes, and I was super happy every time we had rehearsal, and even in the Zoom they said I was dancing all the time. Everybody just remember me because I danced all the time. The music was there, because for me it was not competition, because it was for me just part of something great. And well, some girls cried at the time they didn't make it in the finals, and I was like super happy, and I was still kind of like, you know, being around the people. And for me it was just experience. And one thing I realized is a pageant is not really for me, because it's kind of sales. Like you have to sell yourself. Yes, which if I have to do it, I will do it, but it's not what I really want to do. And another thing in the pageant is it's about appearance, which in my case, I care more about something like art, production, not about how I look.
It's a beauty pageant.
Yeah, well.
You know, the key word there is beauty.
That's not what it was. Mrs. International. It wasn't a beauty pageant. It was about
beauty
a
pageant.
platform that you were passionate about,
Yes,
right?
but the most decision was about how you look, how
Oh,
you
it was.
walk, how
Thank you.
fitness. Yes.
Thank you. We were all
Yes.
like to say that it's about the brain inside the head, but no, it's about the face on the brain.
Yeah, because then the winner represent the organization.
Of course.
It's great. Well, the winner of the show was the girl with the highest social media. That's what I learned as well. That her
Well, that's
social media was
important.
with
That's
with a
important.
lot of followers.
Does she look good? She's a good looking
She's
girl?
a good, yes. Everybody was very nice looking girl there. And it was really hard for me. I was like, how are they going to make a decision based on like 42 girls? Everybody's pretty nice, and platform
There
is
is niches. There are
The
you know,
nuances
like,
of it.
like if her eye is not the same size.
No, yeah, a
You
lot
know
of it
what
is
I'm
very
talking
subjective.
Have you ever seen that in a beauty pageant? Have you ever looked at girls
they're
closely?
very
One eye is smaller than the other.
Everyone
Or
has
it's a
one eye
little bit
smaller than the
lower
other.
I don't know.
Yes, everybody does.
Yeah.
But some have less. Or the makeup is right. Or the walk is right. Or there's stuff to look at.
Why are we never judging men that way?
We should.
Why do we only judge women that
Because
way?
there'll be no men left. There'll be everybody
There are
be
good-looking guys out there.
booted. So what? You know, there's something by being a good-looking man and a naturally good-looking woman. They're two different looks.
I met the girl
Yeah.
at the pageant, and every time I see her pictures, she has that energy. She's beautiful, but she has that energy. And Shannon, I'm talking about you. So yeah, she has the energy that I can't explain. Like
she win?
for me, no, she no, and that was some issues about she was not even in the finals. But anyways, yes, I personally see her with that energy, which I thought that she would be a great person to represent an organization, but it's my opinion, right? So yeah, but I noticed some girls, they had such a energy, and
But you know that these judges, there's a whole psychology
yeah,
to your event.
yes.
They know the answers because they just plug and play. So they know, and we've known this for people in the past. You got to be on point 24/7, and they bait you. So they put you in a group of ladies, and they see how they interact, and they
That's
know
the
what's going on.
worst, by the
They
way.
Yeah,
put
yeah.
you at the lunchroom, and they see how you eat, how you sit. They see how you represent. Are you picking your teeth? Did you put your finger in your ear? I'm going to tell you, it's a psychology, it's a science, and it's math. And they have cameras everywhere, and they're watching, and they're watching. Because the person they want is the natural person that sits straight, has fun, doesn't have any flaws.
We all got flaws. Anyway, welcome back. It's good to have you back.
You see, you wouldn't win.
I would not win at all.
You have too many flaws and thinking you have flaws.
I got
That
too
in
many.
itself would get her booted off.
I had too many flaws, and I couldn't keep my energy up for an entire week for that many hours. I couldn't be on that long. Well, I could, and then I'd be sick when I got back. It's kind of what we do here.
You know, some
And then
girls, I'm
weekends I
sorry,
need.
some girls participated like 20 years, like
Wow.
15 years, 10 years.
That's a career.
And yeah, like a career. And
Yeah.
maybe the first time you wouldn't do it, but maybe second or third. Yeah, but I would not spend that much time.
Sarge is the reason we have the books. You know
Yes.
the books that
The
you guys
how-to
read?
book that you use for things.
And you should have seen.
It's because of Sarge.
You should have seen when it was being put together. I don't want it like that.
We've got more to add. I'm still waiting for the one on how to do a green screen.
Oh yeah, that
Oh,
would
you're
And
gonna
you're
get
gonna
that
write
from
and
me?
you're gonna write one up now on how to do what you do. If everyone write and then actually, you know
this?
who started writing it?
Oh.
Neville. Neville started writing it 2 months ago.
That's gonna 2 months ago.
I
In
haven't
2
done-
years it'll be ready. I want it now. See, that's why we need your touch.
I'm gonna have Nate write one up. Got that,
I
Nate?
can help you guys.
We're gonna write up a how-to on the green screen.
How to make a small house.
All right, why don't we take a commercial break? Because apparently we've got a bizarre series of events to discuss about a Florida man and a peacock. So more to come on the other side of this commercial break. Give us a call, 888-994-4995. Studio A, more to come. And we'll be right back.
Imagine this is your money and someone wants to take it from you. Who is it? The IRS. Guess what? They want your money and they can take it, all of it if they want. Remember, they sent you that letter right over here that said, hey, you owe us a bunch of cash and we're going to take it from you right now. So what do? You fight back by letting our team of experts work it out with the IRS so you can keep your money. And hey, we're good at what we do. When you hire us, you get a team of guys on your side that know the IRS laws, and we'll fight really hard to save your money. So, if you owe the IRS a ton of cash and you want to keep it, call right now and learn for free how we can help you put it back in your pocket. 5 minutes of your time right now can save you thousands of dollars. And the best part, it's a free call, so please call right now.
Call 800-651-4808.
A successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Pizza Rica, tasty Richard Pizza at 2001 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard or contact 561-826-8663.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
I guess we're back.
We're back. Did you hear the countdown?
I did not.
Because you were doing your own thing.
Well, no, because the emails are going to
I think that's spam. I'm not sure. Anyway, don't open it. All right, Nate, do we have this video? All right, I'm going to set this up. This is from one of our producers. Here it is. In a bizarre series of events, a Florida man from Clearwater decided he was fed up with his neighbor's noisy peacocks. So in true Florida fashion, he took matters into his own hands, literally. Florida man steals a peacock and gets chased by angry birds. Armed with a laundry basket, he sneaked into his neighbor's yard in broad daylight to capture one of the flamboyant birds. His plan seemed simple enough: grab the bird and run. However, things quickly went awry when the peacock's feathery friends noticed the attempted abduction. The man found himself surrounded by a flock of angry peacocks, all screeching at the top of their lungs. As he sprinted down the street with the captured bird flapping wildly in the basket, the peacocks launched a high-speed pursuit, chasing him all the way back to his house. Neighbors watched in disbelief as the surreal scene unfolded. Capturing the whole escapade on their phones, the man eventually released the peacock, who strutted back to its flock unharmed but victorious. The Florida man, however, was left peacockless, bruised, and with a newfound respect for his feathery foes. He later confessed, "I just wanted a little peace and quiet. Instead, I got a chaotic parade of angry peacocks, a viral video, and a lesson in why you should never mess with Mother Nature, especially in Florida." All right, do we have a video? Let's see what we got.
Are you serious?
Yeah, let's see. That's what they tell me. Ever seen the wild peacocks? Coconut Grove has a lot of wild peacocks.
No.
Where Aaron lives has a lot of wild peacocks.
Why would you mess with a peacock?
I don't know.
Don't they bite?
Yeah.
They're beautiful.
No, they're very territorial.
Down in Miami, there's a lot of wild peacocks.
Yeah.
But we have iguanas, so would you prefer the peacocks or the iguanas?
Definitely the iguanas.
I mean, iguanas taste pretty good, so.
What?
What?
You've eaten an iguana?
Yeah,
I mean, they're
pretty good.
Nate, you find the video?
Do you
Oh.
eat iguanas?
Yeah.
Do you capture them?
Well, I mean, yeah, they're an invasive species, so
Yeah,
it's
What does
promoted that you.
invasive mean? That
It means
It's
they're
a
not
lot of
native to Florida, so
Wait.
it's promoted that you kill them
and eat
because
them?
they're invasive, because they have no natural
How do you
predators.
eat them? How do you cook them?
Like you would cook anything else.
How
What
many?
did you
Chicken
with
or
Well, you gotta
What?
strip it to the meat
How
first,
it
though.
tastes.
How do you?
How do you get to
it's
it?
kind of stringy.
No.
Like,
How do you cook them yourself?
no, I don't cook them myself. No, my dad
you-
does.
your
usually.
dad?
Your dad cooks them. And how
Does he
does your
put 'em in
dad
a
cook
spiffet?
them?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, sometimes we just like skewer it and then you just
The whole thing?
spit roast it. Yeah.
Oh, Oh my God.
They're not
Are
poisonous,
those
are they?
considered meat? Or what's a reptile considered in the food chain?
A reptile?
Because they're reptiles, but they're not meat. They're not
Well, they have meat on
poultry.
them.
well,
They're not
they're
fish.
meat.
They're meat.
Yeah.
They're like
they're not birds. They're not like poultry. No.
they're considered meat.
Yeah.
So maybe the butcher would like to add that to
No.
to his
Would you
repertoire.
like
I
to-
don't think you
things that
can
he
legally
serves.
sell iguana meat.
Would you like to
I don't
go
think it's
into?
legal.
Do you like barbecue them?
Yeah.
Make
Guys,
pulled pork with
barbecue?
iguana.
Pulled pork, pulled iguana, pulled pork iguana.
Have you eaten iguana?
I do not know.
Would you like to try it?
I don't know. The closest
Oh yeah.
closest I've had is like crocodile bites or
Yeah,
something.
no,
I had
it's like
crocodile
eating
bites.
a gator, like
Yeah.
a crocodile. It's just very
How do you
exotic.
skin it and get to the
Like
meat
eating
of
a
it?
bear.
And is there meat in it?
You take the head off and you skin it. It's like everything else. It's like a chicken.
Oh,
It's
like
I'd
a
say it's
chicken.
closer to like eating a fish. Like it's just there's that layer of skin and then it's just meat.
Who cleans it up? Your dad?
Yeah.
He knows how to do that?
Yeah. My dad, when we were living in Jersey, my dad would hunt like deer. Like we'd have venison every now and then.
How he catches the iguanas?
I mean, you can just kill it with a pellet rifle.
They have
or
a
trap
Home
it.
Depot for 50
Interesting.
bucks. You get a cage. You put
This is
banana
not a
in it.
kid-friendly show. That I can tell you.
The problem is that they're very destructive, those animals.
Nate, ever had iguana?
He's having it for lunch today.
Nate, ever eaten iguana? I don't think he hears me.
Hey, Nate. Yo, Scary. You ever had an iguana?
You still looking up that video?
No, he's walking around. I don't know what he's doing.
he's
I
looking for
can't
iguana.
even imagine
You're probably looking for a
iguana.
video, yeah?
So today on the Midday Show, we kind of have like a Food Monday, and we've segmented the show a
You have
little
an
bit.
iguana?
No, I have Beauregard's Fine Meat and Butchery coming at 12
You don't
o'clock.
do iguana.
And then I've got Veggie Vero coming at 1
She's
o'clock.
doing iguana?
Maybe, no, I don't think she'll do iguana either.
Would you
It's
eat it
considered-
if they make it for you?
No.
Because I'm going to ask his dad to send us some iguana meat.
We need Baxton. Baxton would do it.
If we, if I
Baxter
ever
would
can
eat
catch
it.
any, then yeah,
Does
sure.
your father ever hunt wild boar?
He doesn't hunt anymore.
Like in Tampa?
He doesn't.
Oh, he
hunt.
doesn't?
No.
Just
You ever had
iguana.
wild-
He had to sell his guns, but
I don't know. I was at my parents over
But
the
yeah,
weekend. In their
they don't hunt.
backyard on the lake, there were like 10 egrets drinking out of the pool, and then there was an iguana on the other side of the pool, like this big. And I'm like, this is Mother Nature, because neither one of them was bothering anyone. The iguana was there with all this spininess and this long tail, and then
Well,
the
yeah,
egrets were
'cause-
just drinking out of the pool.
You should have called
Well,
Black.
that's what made me think about it.
iguana have no natural predators here in Florida, so they don't care.
Just roam.
They just exist.
Nobody, they don't bother. And
Well, they just eat whatever
They
is
eat whatever
smaller
they
than
feel like.
them, but like
You
there's
have,
nothing. There's nothing that attacks them naturally.
You have a
That's
pellet
why they're
gun?
invasive.
You have a pellet gun? You know how to
Yeah.
hunt them?
Yeah.
So there you go. You should have called him.
our iguanas get
Listen.
caught and they go to camp.
Listen.
I'm a no-kill
Yes.
zone. Yes, they go to iguana camp.
Because it's like python. It's like pythons as
They
well.
go to iguana
Like,
camp, is
they're-
what I've
they're
been
invasive.
told. Because I'm like, you can't
There's
kill
no iguana
anything on
camp.
my
Who told
house.
you that?
This is what they tell me
Of
because
course they tell you that. I want you to know that they sell this guy for meat. What about pythons? You have on the python camp too? Those are
No.
also legal to kill, right?
Yeah, they're also highly invasive.
No, we're
Like
saying-
they will just eat anything.
python. Yeah, no,
If
pythons
they
can
get big
go
enough,
to.
they'll eat
How's
people.
that meat?
Like,
You ever had that meat?
I've never caught a python.
Can you eat python meat?
You can eat anything. Like really.
Tastes
You
like
just
chicken.
no.
You know, now that you say that,
You just gotta cook it.
now that you say that, I saw yesterday. I saw "Don't Let Go" with Halle Berry. Holy smokes! I had to change my pants.
You
when I
went to the
got home.
movies? Is it a new movie?
Last night? Yeah. I don't know if it's new, but it was there.
It was in the theater.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were eating bark off a tree because they couldn't get any food.
Oh.
So you can fry bark. Did you know that?
Yeah, you can do that.
And it's like a potato chip. Did you know that? How would you like to have to eat bark? to
It's like you
survive?
you definitely don't have to, but it's just if there's no other option. Like you gotta work with what you have.
And then when they
like,
kill
really.
the
And
dog
what
to eat
nutrition
it,
do you get from the bark?
Well, I don't really know nutrition.
it fills your belly because you know you get pains.
I was just
Sounds
wondering,
very
at what
belly.
point do you find the nutrition in the bark, and what does it do for you?
Yeah, it's gotta have some sort of.
It has no nutrition. What is a potato?
Fiber?
No. Yeah, fiber to what? What does a potato chip give you? What nutritional value?
Nothing.
Well, that's
It's-
exactly
it's
what a
got
bark does.
starch.
Nothing.
Starch and carbs. is
Think
typically
how many
found in
things we
potatoes.
eat that have no nutritional
that's
value.
carbs.
But that's not the point. They had to eat it because they were starving. And they were going to shoot the dog to eat him.
Was it a scary movie?
Oh my God. The people in the... Then I got to see it in this movie they made. They must have just put this together because it was the size of this room. It was small.
Really?
It was like 20 intimate people. Very intimate.
What theater did you go to?
The one here on Airport Road.
Oh, okay, a big theater.
Theater A. But if you go to Theater A, it only hosts 20 people, 25 people. I think it's the one that they rent out. When you rent out the movie theater, they give you a room for you and your
Oh,
friends.
for like birthday parties?
Yeah. So they put us in there. I got to tell you something. That movie scared the hell out of me.
Did you get to see the baby yesterday?
Got to see him too. Scared the hell out of me too.
Is he? He's tiny.
No, Dawn. He's the size of an encyclopedia. He's a newborn. Of course he's tiny. And he doesn't wiggle. He doesn't cry. He smiles, eats, goes to sleep. That's all he does.
It's amazing. Does he look like the other boys?
He does not.
Really?
He looks like, I don't know, the milkman's kid.
No.
He has a lot of hair. He has more hair than you.
He's got a lot of hair. All the kids are born with a lot of hair, those boys.
I was just shocked. We went to a trampoline place up in Big Worth, right by the house. It's like 20 minutes from my house. And all they do is trampoline. You ever done that?
Oh, yeah. Trampoline, yeah.
Play basketball on the trampoline. You ever seen that?
Yeah.
Is it for kids?
So anybody that jumps out there.
Did you go?
Anybody who can jump.
I wasn't gonna go out there with a broken whatever bone brittle I have.
I used to take an exercise trampoline class where you have these little personal trampolines. It was so much fun.
Oh, it is when you
Yeah, and you just jump, and you jump faster, you jump slower, you jump higher, or whatever it is. You balance on it. It was a lot of fun. Personal trampoline. You could try these things. That's why I'm wondering if I could try that.
I'm tearing. I'm tearing from the pain that must have caused afterward. What are you looking up?
The tree bark stuff. It contains starches, some sugar, vitamins, minerals, and also a ton of fiber.
Oh, that's what she made. She made fried.
If you
Fried
fry
bark.
it, you got a lot of nutrition.
And she put a lot of seasoning in. You should have seen the kids eating it. I was dying. I said, that's the hardest potato chip I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because I mean, I've seen it. It's kind of like eating jerky. Like, kind of just really tough to like.
Yeah, but jerky has.
He's
meat
like a
in it.
nomad. Forget Blackbeard. He's like nomad.
Yeah, he'll eat anything. He says, I'll eat anything.
Fry it, jerky, season it,
Would you eat
barbecue it,
frogs?
skewer it.
Frogs? No, I don't.
You wouldn't eat
I've
them at
tried.
all?
I've tried frog legs,
legs?
but like it's.
Frog legs.
I didn't
It's
really like it
disgusting.
very much. I didn't like it.
It's popular in Key West.
That's disgusting.
So-
They did in the movie. They were eating the frogs
It's French.
raw.
It's a
Just pick
popular
it up
French
and
thing.
pop it.
Last night I'm sitting at the table, and I look down, there's a bee right in front of where I'm sitting. And Chuck goes like this to me, and he's pulling me back. I'm like, what are you doing? I picked up the bee, and I let it outside. Like, what were you doing? Why are you holding my hair?
He's afraid you're going to get.
He's like, I was afraid it was going to hurt you. He said, but instead you picked it up and you let it go.
He grabbed you by the hair. This is him taking Dawn out of the restaurant. I gotta
No,
save
we
you.
were at the house, and his hand is like, you know when you're driving, you got the mom arm and you go like this. So I was sitting at the kitchen table, and I get the Chuck arm like this, and I'm thinking, but there's a bee. What are you holding me back? I picked up the bee. I let it go. He says, I can't believe you did that. I said, well, what were you doing? Trying to keep you from getting stung. Well, you didn't try to get the bee. You were just holding me
He
back
was
from
going to
getting
grab
the
you
bee.
by the hair and take you out the restaurant.
Like, what was that?
I saved you.
He's like, I've never seen anyone pick up
gave mine.
He goes, the bee didn't even fly away. It just sat there in front of
because you're the
you.
only human being that I know takes a bee
And let it go?
and picks it up with a napkin. When I had killer bees in my house, I should have let you take all 10,000 of them
Picked
out.
it up and let it go. Like the ducks last week, they just come and they sit.
Do you know what a killer bee looks like?
was it like a hornet
their
or like a-
stinger is about this long, my whole arm.
This bee didn't have a stinger,
Oh, that was a bumblebee.
so it might have just been. I know.
If it
So
was
you
like
take it
a
out.
if it was
I
like
let
a
it
hornet or a
outside.
wasp, it definitely would have
She
stung you.
picks up roaches. So G-Man, you ever seen G-Man kill a roach? He jumps up, hits the ceiling, pushes himself off, and lands on the roach. That's how he kills a roach. This one picks it up. Where should I put it?
Gotta let it go. Release it
You're
back to
making me
nature.
tear here.
I see that. What's going on?
Of course, you were animals. Yes.
Yeah, there you go. There's the bee.
You see, it has no stinger.
I don't know. It feels like every weekend I just find animals surrounding me.
You
like,
probably saved the planet because we
like
don't have
Snow
enough
White.
of those.
I'm just like Snow White. How was your weekend, Joseph? What'd you do?
I just stayed home and worked on stuff. worked on projects.
You didn't go to the movies or anything?
But your
No.
computer was
Hobbies,
here.
Joseph?
We we watched Avengers Endgame on like Saturday, but that was just.
Was that your first time, or was it just rewatching it?
We were just rewatching it. We're kind of just going through that series, but
Oh man, oof.
yeah, we didn't do too much.
Talk about a marathon.
Yeah.
You watched the whole thing?
Yeah, it pretty
The
much
whole
goes
thing?
downhill from here, though.
Are you enjoying being on
4
this side of
hour
Florida?
movie, like,
Yeah, 3 hours. What do you say?
You enjoying being over here?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so?
Yeah.
when are you going to come to a conclusion?
I wouldn't say it's overall better than where I come from, especially in terms of traffic. Just
Where are you from, Joe?
Niceville. It's up there. It's Panhandle, where it's
They might be
nice
getting a
little
hurricane
breeze, and
this week.
It's nice, easy, 2-lane roads, not a lot of traffic.
There's a lot of partying going on up
Lucky.
in the Panhandle.
Because now where I live up in Loxahatchee, it's just 1-lane traffic, and it's just clogged.
Oh, it's
every
clogged?
other
But
hour
you
of the
guys-
day.
you guys gotta
It's shit.
But you guys got to stop hanging out on the highway. You guys got to do other things.
That's where
The Panhandle.
way
Let
to
me
get
go
anywhere.
stand by the road and eat a melon. I mean,
It's all spread
hello.
out.
The Panhandle has some very diverse and exciting beach parties. Yes?
Yeah.
Look at the laugh. You've been involved with them beach parties?
No, but there's a lot of beach parties.
Well, there's a
Especially
club
during the
up
summer.
there rated #1 for craziness in the United States. All the kids from school go there.
More than
Oh, yeah.
Orleans? Wow.
Especially
Really?
during spring break.
Spring break, yes. They are not notorious. The cops and everything have to be there because it's craziness.
But I have to tell you what he knows, and he knows algorithms. He knows what hashtags. You should see the amount of views we're getting on the reels he's put together.
Well, you should sit in on what was happening here on Friday with Naval and Highlighter. They were discussing,
Neville and Danny.
yeah, them too. They were discussing exactly what you are doing, and they were theorizing that what you're doing, they want to do to advance it, but you should teach it
Yeah.
because you do it. They just talk about it.
I tried it another way, and then I realized someone had sent them to me in the wrong format, and that format doesn't work. It can be the same video clip, but it has to be in a certain format to get the correct views.
You see, he's a walking
Encyclopedia.
because he knows when things should go forward, and there's an art to this craziness. It's not just throw spaghetti on the wall. You gotta know what spaghetti to throw.
So it's all good stuff.
Where'd you get the peacock story? My little
From Chelsea. The Chelsea Squared Chelsea.
C-Square saying you a peacock story?
Yes, she did. But we haven't found the video yet. But it's okay.
They
So-
haven't found the guy who took the peacock either.
Can you imagine capturing a peacock? I don't
You put
know.
him in this position. I'm pretty sure he'll be in
Be
such
a great
agony he'll
display.
give up. Huh?
Be a great display in your house.
A peacock?
Peacock feathers. So
Okay.
last night I had this dream about
Like tax
a
everyone,
bill
or
we
just
got
a
here at the
line?
studio. I dreamt we got this massive bill. And I'm like, this bill can't be right, this bill can't be right. And they're like, oh, you need to talk to so-and-so. And anyway, this bill was massive, and then the bill ended up coming down to like a fraction of the bill. But then I remembered all of these numbers. I'm like, all right, I got to remember these numbers because these numbers must mean something. So I'm thinking all these numbers. I needed a pen next to my bed, which I didn't have. So I just stayed up after I had this dream to remember the numbers. So now I think I'm going to have to go play lotto.
Oh.
Who dreams about numbers? And then you got to remember them because there's a reason they showed me these numbers. So maybe all these numbers are going to fill our bank account.
You see, it's
It's
funny.
a big amount of numbers.
It's funny because when they shrink the set, something happens to your brain.
If you had a
Between
dream
peacocks
about
and-
numbers, would you play them?
No.
Why? Would you?
No.
Would you? Would you?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Nate, if you had a dream about numbers, would you play the lotto? No. Only me?
I've
I-
never had any dreams like that.
Interesting.
Now I feel bad. Yes, I would play the numbers. Absolutely. All of
That's
them.
okay. I'm going to win the lotto and I'll share it all with you.
Play-
Because the number was that so big that I can share with
So
everybody.
you're going to make all that money and share it with everybody?
Yes.
Would you share your lotto winnings if it was over $1 billion with everybody?
A billion?
Over a
Billion?
billion? Over a billion.
This was nowhere near a billion, but this was enough to share.
That's more than enough to
What about $1 million?
pass around. Just $1 million?
Just
Yeah.
$1 million.
Justin? I mean, yeah, I'd probably.
You would share it out with
Probably
everybody?
divvy it up. Why not?
You would? So you end up with like 15 cents?
Well, no.
15 cents.
I wouldn't take away 15 cents, no.
You, I don't even ask, because
I would share with everybody.
I would put you in the closet. Can't be nothing. I'd take the ticket. I'd mug you. I'd tape you up and duct tape you.
Well, there's enough. If there's enough to share, then there's enough to share, and then you still do what you got to do with the others.
No, you do what you got to do, and then if there's enough to share.
But couldn't you always do with a little bit less and then
You know,
share the
I
rest?
can always do it a little bit more.
Really? No.
After the weekend I've had, trust you me.
I mean, would always rather have too much than not enough.
Yeah, but the problem is that when you start dispensing stuff, people think that they're entitled to it. It's a big change. And all of a sudden they go from a finger to an arm. And from an arm, why don't you give me more? You don't need more. And then you encourage bad habits.
Yeah, that's true.
And all of a sudden they do bad habits with things with it. And then they wonder why they can't have any more. Come on now.
I
Don't start me, because I had some weekend.
It's the nature of people. But I got to sit outside a little bit yesterday and relax, so ready to go again today.
And you have your numbers.
And I got my numbers. I got to just go find a place.
We have a new product on display today.
We do?
You took it over the weekend.
Oh, this product was unbelievable. I'm drinking it again today, and so far so good. We're gonna share it all.
That's why you have all this energy. You
I
see,
know.
This is the way it works. You know
I
that
know.
white package that we're introducing today? No, it's not cocaine.
All right, thanks for clarifying
No
that.
booger sugar? No booger.
I'm glad that the two of you have cleared that up.
I might have to release it when they come on Wednesday to do
No
the health
Snow White.
segment. But so far so good.
You have to release who?
I might have to share the story when the guys are here on Wednesday.
No, so that nobody knows how successful it's been.
Well, I can talk about it. I don't know. I got to figure out the right way to deliver the information.
We gotta get the producer with the least amount of energy. She don't count.
That was
She's
really
crazy.
me, I have to tell you. Last week I was like dragging.
No, we need somebody really dragging. I don't know if he qualifies, 'cause he's always
He's always thinking.
He's always smiling. He's always smirking. Like he's like the Mona Lisa.
I
don't know what the hell he's up to.
What does the smile mean, Joe?
You know what the Mona Lisa smile means?
Yeah.
Yeah, but do you know what the smile means?
Um,
Why is she always smiling?
I have no idea.
That's the problem. Nobody else either.
It reminds me so much of your son, what your son was probably like at his age, right?
You should see his son.
Just like him?
Oh my God. He went to some kind of whatever, cooking class, and he tasted thing. He says, no good, I'm bored. Can we do something else? We had a cooking class. Everybody's like, what the hell? He's like a little man. Baxton.
Was he 6?
Not Baxton.
Joey?
No, not.
Yes, your grandson's
Rowan's
name is
brother.
Joey. Oh, Brecken.
Brecken.
I can't see Brecken in a cooking class.
He was.
He's like a linebacker instead.
And he's sitting there, and he's eating ice cream, and he says, I want a milkshake, he tells me. And I said, well, you're the one that asked for the ice cream. He says, I know, but that looks really good. And I go, and this looks bad? So he's tasting it. So the lady put gummy bears on it to sort of see. So he ate the whole thing, and now he told his brother, you going to drink all that? No. He says, good. I said, you see, you got both.
He took Rowan's also?
He says, I'm smarter than him, he tells me. The kid is 3. I'm smarter than him. I got both.
Poor Rowan.
Rowan.
He's just a good, kind kid.
Rowan is in cooking class. He does pasta.
I can see Rowan in cooking class. I can't see Brecken in cooking class.
He's a beast. He's like a beast. He says, I want to go to your studio to mess everything up. I said, this is my grandson. I'm like, really? I go to your room and mess everything up. He says, you can. I already did it.
That's why I want to come to the studio.
3 boys. Oh my gosh, you've got 5 grandchildren. You're going to have an amazing Christmas. It's going to be really nice.
I don't know if I'm going to live through it. They're a lot. I was with them for maybe an hour yesterday. I needed a nap. They're crazy.
That's why you have kids when you're young.
I bought them a round ball. And I said, this is to drive your father crazy. So they go, Dad, you ready to get crazy?
That's very cute. Very cute. Are you ready to wrap up the morning show?
That means I have to untangle myself. I gotta tell you, I've lost all feelings from the waist down.
We're going to take Freddie out of Smurfville.
Be careful with the legs.
I'm loving this coffee. I feel like we're at the set of Friends, You know, we're
I
kind of in
think
the
we're gonna do
coffee
a
shop
split
with the
set
couch.
From now on, you'll sit here
Yeah.
with all your little friends, all your little Smurfs.
My little
And I'm gonna
Smurfs.
sit with the bigger people over there. Did you ever sit at a child's table when the grown-ups had a dinner table and they put the kids in another table?
Yeah.
Is that like a normal thing?
That's very normal.
Yeah,
It seems to be
yeah.
normal.
It's pretty standard.
In my life,
Every
in my
Thanksgiving,
house,
there's
never.
What do you mean never? You don't have a kids table?
No. My mother says everybody sits at the one table.
It's usually because the one table's not big enough. For
Yeah.
everybody to
Exactly.
sit on
They
it.
made room. I made a table one time by adding 6 tables, and we made a big enough table. They didn't have no kids table. So I remember when I first met Linda, she had a kids table. So I said, why would you do that? In my estimation, a kids table is like less than. Like you get the stuff off my table on your table. I don't like that. I
No,
don't
it's just
want
so the kids could have fun.
When we had a family reunion, we have like a whole social hierarchy. We have 3 tables.
You're
One
not
for
in
the
it?
Social
adults and-
hierarchy?
What is
Yeah.
this, high school? What is it?
And you're not in the social hierarchy?
You look into your cliques. You know?
Did they put you in the little table still?
Well, it depends on your age, mostly, yeah.
So like your grandparents at one table?
Yeah, like adults and grandparents, and then you have kind of like the teenagers and people in their low 20s, and then you'll have the like toddlers and. Yeah.
You see, I would have a problem. My grandkids yesterday started to fight, scream, rant, and rave in the store because they wanted to sit next to me. So I told them to get out of here. And I put Rowan over here, and I put the other one over here. And if Joy was there, I would have to put him behind me. You see, I always sat and talked to the kids at the table, including Brecken. Now, because he's the youngest, he would have to sit next to me. Now, the other one, Doorknob, she's even younger, so she would have to sit next to me. But I never dispersed them to another table. What are you laughing at?
I love how you refer to your kids.
Doorknob?
Doorknob.
That's his father's fault. He told me that was her name. So,
She's a year and a half.
and what's her name?
Juliana.
Oh, I don't know her that one. I go, Doorknob. Ding,
You're like,
ding, ding.
we're in the set of Friends. All right, we're going to wrap this up. Have a great morning, everyone. Tune in
You're
more
gonna
to
help me unbuckle my leg?
Smurfville. We're going to help you untangle from the
cream.
yoga pose.
Be very gentle.
You just
Stop
lift,
it.
lift and
I
pull.
can't even feel my
You
leg.
just lift it and move
If we
it
ever
over.
sit like this again, let me know ahead of time so I can take 2 Tylenol.
Nate, I love this set.
Nate,
I think
swear
it's
to
nice
God.
and cozy. Thank
Look
you,
over
Nate.
your shoulder all day. Because I can't move.
I think it's ingenious. I love it.
That's right. A little table for little hearts and big minds.
All right, more
And
to
I'm
come.
tearing again.
More to come midday.
Don't be
There
late.
you go.
Oh my God. Oh, I'm among the Smurfville. Wow. If I hold my breath, can I join?
I love that.
The funny thing is that she's the biggest one on the set. Not her.
All right, more to come. Have a great morning, everyone. See you in a little bit.
Don't be late.